During this episode, we're going to be trying to get green science packs. We should have most of the stuff automated and ready. We just need to set it up. We've got red science packs being produced in a great amount. We've also got plenty of power, so we should be all set for it. We just need to create it now. So in order to create green science packs, we're going to need to automate inserters and transport belts. We already have transport belts, that's pretty easy. The inserters, though, they're a little more complicated. For the inserters, we're going to need to create electronic circuits, iron gear wheels, and iron plates. So we'll start with electronic circuits. Let's automate electronic circuits first. Alright. So in order to automate electronic circuits, we're going to need a lot of assembly machine 2s. So I'm going to make about 15 of those. And while that's waiting, we're going to walk around and collect a few more resources. We also probably should start automating turrets soon, because we're going to need a lot of them. Let's refill all of our machines while we're at it too, because they're probably going to need fuel, because I don't think they've been refueled in a little while. So let's just walk over here and refuel everything. No, they're good, but it's fine. We need to keep them up 100% all the time. It's better to do that. Alright. These ones were a little lower. We could refuel... Why don't we... we could completely fill up our boilers. I think we'll do that. Just to get rid of some of this coal. Yeah, let's just pick it up off the line. If we can just constantly refuel the boilers. Oops, I'm picking it back up. I don't want to do that. There we go. So now those are completely full, but they're not going to need fuel for a while. Okay. So now that we have enough of the automation machine 2s, we're going to need more, but this is a good start. So it's a pretty basic setup that you can do for this. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to establish a main bus first before we even do this. So let me look on the map, see where a good spot to do this would be. Probably about right over here, or even up north would be good. I'll do it up north because up here is a little barren. So we can establish it about right here. Yeah, about right here where these trees are. We'll have to clear some trees, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah, so we can do it from here over. So a main bus is pretty simple. It pretty much consists of having 2 lines copper, then 2 space, 2 lines iron, and then from there we just have more lines being whatever we need them to be. So that'll probably be a good start for us. Actually, let's do 4 lines copper and iron. We'll make it a little different. Yeah, let's do 4. So that way we'll have plenty of iron and copper going. No. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do 4 lines copper and iron. And then we can just add on each time we need to. I feel like that would be more productive because we are going to use a lot of copper and iron. And then if we do that, we can establish a small little system here at the start to spread it out evenly. So yeah, that'll be good. So pretty much that'll consist of having 2 splitters here that would feed into these 2, and then these 2 would feed out into 2 more splitters. And then they can feed into the main bus. That's what I'll be doing this episode. I know it's not the normal way to do it, but it's just something different. I don't think I've ever done this before, so it'll definitely be new for me. So let's set these up. We're going to need more, of course, but This would be a good start. We'll get a basic layout of how we're going to have it. And then I believe these go like this. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. I believe this is how you set it up. Yes. And then you put 2 more splitters here. That helps. I believe that helps it siphon, from what I understand. Not entirely sure, but I don't know. It looks different, and I like that, so we'll do that. Okay. So now let's establish this main bus. So I'm going to have this go down pretty far, but for now we'll just have it go to about here. And from there on we can just extend the lines. Now I'm also going to add in a few predetermined lines because we're going to need these lines at some point. So I'll just set them up about here. About there. That'll be about right. Okay. And then, actually, no, that's what it is. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be set up, I believe. I'm not sure. But that's fine. There we go. That looks right. Okay. So, time to set up this circuits. So, how I always lay these out is I do a very specific layout, which is it consists of, we'll do it about here, 3 automation, or 3 what are these called? Assembly machine 2s into 2. Pretty much all these are going to be is copper wire. And then these are going to be the green science packs. So we're pretty much going to do this for the whole time, since this seems to work out really well. There we go. So since we do this, this will allow us to most efficiently make green science packs. We're going to need a lot of inserters for this, so let's go actually start making those. We're going to need more copper though first, and iron. So what that system does is that system allows both copper, or I'm sorry, this system allows green science packs to be pumped out from what I believe to be the most efficient way, and it seems to be the fastest. I didn't come up with that system. I discovered that system a few years back. I sadly can't remember who actually showed me that. I believe it was a YouTuber. I'm not entirely sure who though, but I've been using that system for a few years now. It definitely works. Do we have any backup here? Oh, these are just filled. Okay. Didn't even realize that. Okay. So now we can make plenty of inserters. We're going to need a lot of fast inserters for this. We're probably going to need a lot more than what I'm making now, but this will be a good start for sure. Our bullet damage is almost done too, so that's got to be really good. How's the ammo looking? Oh, that's good. We have an extra 100 already. Okay, so now we can go set up the inserters since they're being made right now. So let's go up here and start setting these up. Okay, so basically, I'll probably get to move this closer, but it's fine to have good spacing. This will allow for future expansion if we need to. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set up 3 inserters picking off the line here. Then I'm going to have one here, 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 and here. And here. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. These are supposed to have spaces. Haha. There we go. Now it's right. Okay. I thought I was forgetting something. There we go. Now they're set up correctly. Let me fix this. I thought something looked a little odd. I couldn't figure out what it was. There we go. Now it's set up correctly. I still don't think I have these set up correctly. Come on. What am I doing wrong? Hold on, let me try this again. So these are set up correctly. Yes, these are set up correctly. So what we need to do is we need to set these ones up correctly. Oh, I see the problem. Okay. I'm just taking too much. That's the only problem. There we go. And this is supposed to go there. There we go. Okay, awesome. And now we got bullet damage 1 done. So now we can start working on something else. I'm definitely going to work on shotgun damage, because we're going to need that for sure. Okay, now we can just place all the fast inserters down. And then we can establish these. Cool. So we're obviously not going to get all these going immediately, but we can get a majority of them going, which is all that really matters. So we're going to have this line be for green science packs, and this line is going to be for the iron plates that will come in from here, since the main bus system is right here. And then this line will purely be copper. Since we're going to need a lot of copper. In fact, I don't even think we need all these. We could probably... Well, we're going to need to add power to these, so we can get rid of the third one in each line to add a power source. So pretty much if we get our poles here, we can do this. Look at that. That works out great. We can also do the same for in here, and this works great as well. So now we have the entire thing powered, when I go hook it up, of course. And we won't have to worry too much about that. Looks like I'm going to need to go get more iron before we finish this. But it's pretty... It's not too complicated of a system, but it definitely works very efficiently. The hard part is going to be able to... Or pumping everything up there. That's going to be the hard part. But we'll worry about that later. For now, we just want to establish the setup, and we can hook everything up to it later. So now we're just going to take some of these, since we need iron, and we're going to just make a bunch of inserters. We're going to need a lot of long arm inserters, because we need to establish 2 long arm inserters and a fast inserter on the electric circuit side, because we need 2 long inserters grabbing iron from the second row, like this. And then we need a fast inserter pulling out the iron from the inside. So we're definitely going to need a lot of long arm inserters. And we can hook this up to power in a second. We also should establish power to all these, which we can just do on the ends here. I should be able to power everything. It's going to be a little cluttered, but that's fine. It doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, so now we can move this down here. Oop, too far. We can move this down here, and we can already pre-establish where it's going to go. So we know the line's going to be here for green, so we can just set up green right here. There we go. So now we know green is going to go there. We can just remove these lines back here. They don't even need to start here. They can start a little bit back. And then we can put next to it red when red is introduced. And then these 2 lines I leave, of course, for plastic and for something else. I can't remember right now, but plastic is one of those. One of the lines that I'll be establishing here shortly will be, it will be cogs, because we're definitely going to need some cogs. So we can probably make like this line cogs. And then these ones will be determined. We probably don't even need this many lines, but it's nice to have a lot. Okay. So why don't we pump the power back here? So that way we can get it set up. Now another thing we're going to need is a giant smelting area, and we can establish that later. For now we just want the system going so that way we can at least get some sort of production from the green circuits. How is this doing on our power? Looks good. Okay, that's fine. So what we can do now is we can actually pump copper and iron up here and get it placed into its spots. We can also set up how the copper is going to be fed into here. So we're definitely going to need to do this. Have copper come in through here, because this one will be copper. We could actually shorten this up, which might be a better idea to actually shorten it up, because we don't want it to be too long. And we'll just get some defensive turrets up here protecting these, because we don't want any biters to come over here and destroy it. So yeah, maybe we should just shorten this down to 2, because if it is 2, then we can manage it better. Actually, here, I have an idea. Let's do this. So what we can do is we can push this back, and we can have this be a, I'm not entirely sure what it's called, but I would call it a feed-in type thing. So we'll have 4 lines of production, feed down in 2. We can actually move these down. We don't need all these lines. Actually, we can leave those ones. We just need to bring it down to 2 again. So this will work. This will actually probably work better for us. But basically what we'll do is we will move the 4 feed in to about here. And this is where all of our smelting ore is going to come in. And then we'll feed it into there. So that way, what this essentially will do is this will... Oh, we need to space that out one more. 1, 2. There we go. So now we can have 4 lines directly of feed. And we can have that feed into 1 splitter. This will reduce... Well, I don't know about reduce, but this will help with keeping the line constantly fed. Now, see, the good thing about this is if we need to expand it, we can, because we've left it open like that. But for now, let's keep it down to 2 lines, because it looks neater that way. Now, we've also left a big opening in the center here. And the reason I do that anyway is I can now send pipes through here, or I can send underground belts through. So if I need to, I can underground belt something if oh so needed. Now I'm just trying to line everything back up here. That's good. Okay. So now we can have copper come in through here, and we can have copper actually feed in... Here, let's do a little split here. There we go. So what this will do is this will take off, I believe it's a quarter of the production. It doesn't take all of it. So this will actually assist in... Whoops, I did not mean to do that. This will assist in keeping the lines full, even though we aren't taking away from it pretty greatly. So let's send it up here, turn it, and there we go. So now we've got the copper feeding into there. When it comes up here anyway. And we also have a section for the iron. Now we can establish the iron real quick as well, which would probably be a good idea. So here, let's set up the iron. We can do the same thing for the iron right here, actually. So we'll do the exact same thing. Oh, looks like we're going to need another splitter. But basically what we can do now is, since we have so much room here, we can run the line through here and then have it underground belt up right here. And then we can have the iron. Actually, let's do it down here. That way it's more neat. So we can underground belt here, here. Oop, I need another one. Come here. Okay. And there we go. So now we can have the iron established in a good spot. There we go. It's getting dark. We need light. Oh no. There we go. So now the iron is set up, and this will pump in when we send it up here. We do need to place the long arm inserters still. There we go. Do we have any lights? Let's make some. We can get some lights down as well. That'll probably be good. Let's just craft a few more while we're waiting, but we'll place some lights down here. That way we can have some light while we're doing this. There we go. Okay. So now, since we have green circuits established, we can pump in what we have now, or we could wait. And I don't know if, maybe we should wait. Because if we wait, we can actually set up a really good smelting area, and that would be nice. Because if we have a good smelting area established, then that will allow us to actually allow production to be maximized. So what we could do is we could use probably this whole area here for a sort of giant smelting area. And that would require a lot of work. But I think it'd be fun to do that, so why don't we do that? We can start working on it, and then we can probably finish it next episode. But I don't know if we're going to be able to finish that, but we do have green circuits established. Uh-oh, these are running out of fuel. I need to get more coal. I'm going to go grab some real quick. If those ones are running out, that's not a good sign. How low are these ones? Oh, these guys are getting low too. Uh-oh, we're running out of coal. That's fine. I'm just going to grab some off our line here. Because we're definitely going to need some more then, if we're already starting to run out a little bit. Alright, we'll do that. So now what we can do is we can just hook these up. So even though these aren't going anywhere, we still want these to be constantly fueled. Because it doesn't use it, or it doesn't actually, yeah, I guess use it would be the right term, but here, why don't we actually set up some chests here? Since we can do that, we can just set up some chests that will actually allow us to just constantly get iron and copper pumping into them. So that way we have a buffer, I guess, so say. So we can just set up one, let's say right here. And then we'll just have that fill into a chest. And we'll do the same thing for iron over here. Let's take it from right here. And we'll do that. There we go. And we can do the same for this side, right here. There we go. So hopefully that will allow all of our machines to be constantly producing, because we want these to constantly be producing. And what we actually can do is we can switch these down to normal inserters. Oops, wrong way. Awesome. Now we can do shotgun shooting speed. We're going to need these for when we fight biter bases at some point, so it's really good to get these out of the way. Probably going to need a lot more tracks, so I might as well let that go on its own. Alright. Oop, I need to get some stone, actually, because we're going to need a lot of furnaces. I actually haven't been over here in a while. Is this thing even still pumping into here? The chest has got to be full by now, right? If it is, that's not good. We're definitely going to need to upgrade it if it is. Yes. Why don't we upgrade this chest? What we can do, actually, is we can just make a new one. Let's put all that in there. And we can also upgrade this one. That way we have just as much. There we go. And we're going to need a lot of this. Yeah, we'll just take all of it for now. We don't need all of it, but... let me see. So let's see. Let's probably make about... Yeah, 70's good. Alright, so we'll make about 70 furnaces. Now with this, we're going to need a lot of inserters. So I might as well just make... probably about 100 green electric circuits. So basically... when we get a lot of this made, we don't need to get all that made, but when we get a lot of it made, we can go up here and set up a giant smelting area for all of our ore in the future. Sadly, we'll have to tear it down later, but it'll definitely work for now. And that's all that we really need, is we need it to work for now. So we'll have it about probably here. This is probably good. Okay. So what we do is we go 1, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think that's correct. So if I did that correctly, we have 1 grabbing from here and 1 grabbing from here. Yay, that's right. But what I might actually do is I might extend this, so that way we can have 2 lines coming out. And that way, when we did, or that way, since we did, no, I won't do that. We'll keep it simple. So we'll do that. We'll just do what I was going to do, because that seems to work the best. So we'll do that. Okay. And basically what we can do is, I believe we can set up 16 per line, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's probably not right, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That is right, cool. So basically what we can do is now, this could be an entire iron production, for example. And this will allow the line to be constantly full. And we can set up multiple of these. So we can have another iron production line, probably right here, and a copper one here. We just want to have this whole area to be filled with these type of smelters. Now the problem with these setups is that they're pretty expensive, because we're going to need the ore and we're going to need the coal pumped into the belt. Now I could do this 2 ways. I could have ore in one belt and coal in another, or I could have them come on the same belt. I might do the same, because it's more compact, but I think it'd be more fun if I did not do that. But see, the main problem that comes with that is, say I had a long arm inserter, and I had a normal, then we have no room for power. Unless I did a very specific setup, where I used a lot of underground belts, so it actually probably would be better if we just morphed it into one line, which I think I'll do now. So we'll just morph it into one line here, and it'll stop here. And we can also indefinitely expand this if we needed to, but for now we're just going to keep it at 16, since I think 16 is the max that a buffer system should be at, or a line anyway. There we go. So we'll do that. And this is where we can combine. So we would have probably the iron ore coming in from about here. And then we could have the coal come next to it. And then what we can do is we could have them meet about here and pump into the belts. Oops, I'm doing that wrong. There we go. And then we can just have them pump into one belt, like so. So, say that could be coal, and then, actually no, we would make this one iron, and then this one could be coal, but let's space these out, because we want to have enough space, and I believe these are supposed to be 7 apart as well, so, or 11, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I think that allows it to be the most compact. Hold on, let me double check this. So we would have that, then an inserter here, and a line. There we go. So that's how it's supposed to look. Oop, that's going the wrong way though. There we go. So this would be our production line going through here. So we could have like iron and coal or something like that. We'll do that. Actually, it probably wouldn't be too smart to have it going from the way it's coming out. But then again, it would probably look more cool, so I think we'll do that. And then what we can do here is we can have these stop here. Yeah, that's right. And then this would pump out about here. And we can have that meet up here. Yeah, this is starting to come together. Hey, what's up, Beastness? Alright, so we will have coal extend outward. So coal is going to be our main factor in here. This is going to feed to everything. So we might actually want to split this probably here. Yeah, and then we can split it off right and left. So for now we'll go this way. There we go. So now we have coal and iron established, but the iron one, it can be extended over this way or this way. So here, let's go ahead and set up another. Let's just pretty much copy this, I guess would be the best way to say it, multiple times. So that way we understand fully what we're doing. We're going to need a lot of inserters. Good thing we have a lot of electronic circuits. We're probably going to need about 100 inserters, which that's fine. So here, let's go ahead and finish this real quick. We'll set up 2 of these. And then next episode, we can actually get these running. There we go. See, the problem with doing this, though, is that we will have to change the whole system later on. But for now, it works. I mean, that's all that really matters, because this will last us a while. Until we get electric furnaces, of course. But that's way later down the line. We don't need to worry about that right now. Oops, need to stop placing it in the wrong spot, silly. There we go. So now we will place down the inserters. I need to stop missing. Uh-oh, did I misline these? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Now we can just run down here and place down the inserters one more time. It's getting dark. Oh no. So this is a really copy-pasty type method, but I don't mind that. That's fine with me. I hope it's fine with you guys. There we go. So now we can just run down the line and done. So now we have the basic setup for iron and copper smelting. And now what we can also do is we can do a space. So this will be for copper. Another space, coal. This game's all about building a factory and trying to get off the planet that we're stranded on, Beastness. Here, Beastness. We'll talk more about that in the next episode. Alright. I'm going to end the episode here. Thanks for watching.